Alegria is the title of my new album, and the idea was to create a paradox with the word alegria, happiness, and the sadness that we're living in nowadays. So I decided to create some characters to define our days, to define this era that we're living, and somehow all this chaos. They describe their lives, and they tell us from where do they come from and where do they want to go, or what's going on their lives right now. Some characters are really stunning, and I'm thinking of 2 or 3, like Carolina, for instance. So Carolina is a young woman, and she's finishing her studies, and she finds out, like thousands of young people in my country, that there's no place for her, no place as an employee in this country. And so she immigrates, and she finds out a new world, an entire new world, all open for her. At home she leaves her boyfriend, and we decided to deconstruct this image of the woman who stays home expecting the beloved one. In this case, it's the contrary. She leaves and he stays. And he is knitting some handkerchiefs based in an ancient Portuguese tradition from the north. And he is knitting this handkerchief, saying how much he loves her, how much he misses her. She's quite independent, but mainly what I want to focus on this character is the fact that Carolina, like so many other young people, are leaving the country, and we can say right now, how will this reflect in our culture, in our science, in our economy, in a few years from now? What will happen to this country of old people when all these young people are leaving? What will happen to Portugal? What will happen to poor countries with no resources like mine? So this is the real importance of Carolina. Of course, the story rolls in a very romantic way, somehow quite poetic, but the essence of the poem remains there. That's my question. That's the importance of this young immigrant. Another important character is Blanca Aurora, and she's definitely the opposite of Carolina, because while Carolina leaves the country, Blanca Aurora decides to stay. She fights for her rights. She fights for everybody's rights. Also, she has a tremendous eco-conscious. She's the kind of woman, and here we don't know if it's for necessity or as an example. She goes to the garbage and she picks up the food that nobody else wants to eat, and she gives the example to others. She's quite consistent in terms of social conscious. She's an example for many, and although she's always with her claws out, she's always about to fight with somebody, and she defines the spirit of a certain society. She's the leader of a movement. Eventually, she could be a kind of Joan d'Arc, somehow. Also, we have Miriam, and Miriam was supposed to be a kind of Robin Hood, the one who steals to the rich to give to the poor. But I wanted a woman because I'm always thinking of all those characters, looking at myself as if they were mirrors of my personality. This Miriam is a young, very, very young girl that lives in the downtown of Lisbon, and she goes out in the dark to steal the most amazing things you can think of to give to the poor people, and she carries everything. Beautiful worlds inside a backpack, and she reunites a crowd of people, and she opens that backpack, and she takes like cheese from there, or a trip, or a journey to somewhere, an important journey, or a ticket to the theater. It doesn't matter. She takes what people might need or what people might dream of. She's the most innocent one of these characters as well, and she makes us believe that it's still possible, that hope is still possible in our lives. Inside that backpack there's hope. It's somehow that image of Pandora's box. After all the trouble, at the end, there's that little hope that will stick us to life. And then you have, for instance, 3 covers. 2 of them, one of them belongs to Chico Buarque. It's called Construção, and it describes the poor and strange life of a constructor, and it's like this fragile construction that at the end he jumps from there, he falls from there, we don't know, and he ends his life. This construction is also a mirror of what life is for most of the employees. This construction is our life, basically. And you have Cherokee Louise by Johnny Mitchell, an author that I've sang before as well, like Chico Buarque. And in this song, Johnny Mitchell brings out this common, unfortunately common story of violence, of raping, but never flippant, never aggressive. The way she tells the story is the way a young girl would tell the story of a young friend. That's how she tells the life of Louise, somebody that she met at her hometown, Saskatoon, and that she knew quite well, and she assisted to this strange way that society turned back to a girl that needed help. My focus here is to make us think of this relationship between the violator and the violated. From where does this stepfather comes from? What happened in his life that made him turn his aggressivity over this innocent young girl? And how would this moment, this tragic moment of Louise, will affect her future? So something from another person's past will affect the future of a new one. Is this a chain reaction? Is this like this this butterfly reaction? Possibly it is. or do we have the possibility to transform things, to say, no, I don't want to be like this anymore. If somebody made something wrong over me, can I transform this into something good? This is the main question for Cherokee Louise. Alegria has definitely a different image from all the previous albums. My intention was to create also a character for the cover of the album. There's a clown there. It's not me. It's another one. It's another character presenting all the others inside the album. It's a clown. It's somebody that plays with this circus of life. It's somebody that makes you think, that provokes a smile over the reality. And I wanted to shock. I don't want you to think that it's once again the image of the very nice and very beautiful and very correct image of the singer. No, it's one of you. It's a possible common person there. There's no beauty there. There's truth. There's a mix of mystery on that smile, and there's a provocation. I want you to be provoked. I want to provoke your reaction over that fake smile. And then we have the production and my companions on this new journey. I like you to know that I defend the sonority of my music. I defend my albums as if they were my concerts or my house, my professional house, my professional life. I want you to understand that what you hear at home is basically what you can get at the concert. There's no surprises. There are no artificial sounds around the repertoire. What you see is what you get. Our album is about our sound, our sonority. It's me and my fellow colleagues. It's Ricardo Dias who signs the production, the musical production of this album. It's Bernardo Moreira at the double bass. It's Bernardo Couto at the Portuguese guitar and Carlos Manuel Proença at the acoustic guitar. And then we have João Moreira, João Paulo Esteves da Silva, who also signs a few musics, and Mário Delgado. But they come from other periods of my life as well. They're not strangers. They're invited to join the party, but we know each other quite well also. So this is the sound that I believe